News Center 7.
News Center 7 checks out the mess left behind from a tornado, heavy rain, and flooding.
We have Team 7 weather coverage. We'll get to News Center 7's John Bedell and James Buckley with flooding concerns in just a minute.
Yeah, but first, Chief Meteorologist McCall Vrydaghs is live in Clark County talking about the tornado that hit there yesterday. McCall?
Well, if you were with me at 5 o'clock, I showed you debris that was taken from the backside of a barn and lofted out into the farm field itself. But look at this damage. This is another viewpoint of the mess that was left behind after an EF0 tornado ripped through this part of Clark County near Pitchen. You can see the whole side of this hay barn was ripped down, and the debris is laying here on the ground. And these are 2x4s or 4x4s, really strong pieces of wood. You've got this twisted aluminum. It does take a strong wind to take something like this down. Fortunately, the actual barn itself, this is the side where the hay is. Located on the back side is where there are pigs inside. This was the only side of the barn that was damaged when the twister came through. It was very quick, had winds between 65 to 85 miles an hour. We'll get the official report from the National Weather Service perhaps later on this evening or into tomorrow. But take a look behind me. So this just gives you a vantage point of the direction that the twister came from south to north. And then there's the debris that I showed you at 5 o'clock and how it was pushed all the way out into the cornfields. You've got a trampoline that's out there. Even parts of the actual barn, the siding, is out there as well. Indications of what is a tornado, because unlike a straight line wind event, tornadoes have the ability to pick things up and carry them away. Now, also at 5, I told you I was going to discuss why we know that this was a twister. Well, we had radar indication of straight line winds coming in, and sometimes twisters can be sneaky. They can be very quick, very brief, may not even be captured on radar. But what happens, to give you a perspective, imagine that you're driving on the roadways and you're going about 55 miles an hour, and then on your left-hand side, someone drives at 85 miles an hour. You can sometimes feel that turbulence. Now think if that car were to clip you and you spin out of control. That's pretty much what happened yesterday. We had straight line winds rushing in. We could see it on radar. And then you had a brief, very fast tornado that developed. And this is what has been left behind. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, I've got another part of this property to show you and really show you how tightly compact this storm was when it spun on through. Live near Pitchen in Clark County, Chief Meteorologist McCall Vrydaghs, News Center 7.
All right, McCall.